because here we are now. This voice will probably get a feed from the Viewgraph theatre. That's good. Let's just wait for that to come up. In the other room where they had a forcing statement auction, the defenders led diamonds. Declarer took a spade finesse, ducked to diamond, and now the defenders shifted to clubs. So it looks to me like they may be in. They may get a club trick, a diamond trick, and 2 spade tricks, but that still may not be enough. Declarer will finish up with the same 9 tricks.
Right. So the defense needs to play a club before the second diamond. Now if West Wing
now go back
the
to
diamond back and declare duck.
Right. So now could Declarer set up a club trick instead? If the defenders shifted to club, went back to diamonds, that would give them their 3rd trick. But Declarer might be able to come to 2 spades, 2 clubs, 3 hearts, and 2 diamonds, I guess. So if he changes tack and plays on clubs, it's okay. And he would know to do that, I think, because A, somebody would show it on the 2nd spade, and B, he shifted to the 9 of clubs at trick 3, so the location of the king, queen, and clubs are clear. Guys, I think that possibly the Viewgraph theatre table is the other table rather than this one. Okay. Well, we can change tables and go to right. Let's do that then. That's what they call table 1. Okay, I've switched rooms to where China are north-south and Ye are east-west. So board 2, it's again 3 no trumps, again a transfer auction, and interestingly, East with king queen 3rd of hearts heard his partner transfer and offer a choice of games, and with a 4-3-3 shape, opted to play 3 no rather than 4 hearts. Not by any means an obvious decision, but people tell me that you're supposed to play 3 no with 4-3-3 facing a transfer, even when you have 3 small in an unbid suit. David and Patrick, do you have opinions on that?
Yeah, unless you have an understanding that the guy bidding single trump will definitely have a 5-3-3-2 pattern. Then I single trump whenever I have 4-3-3-3.
Right. Well, one other thing that people don't do, but I think they should, is when they have a bad 5-card major in a balanced hand and enough points to bid 3 no trumps, there's a good case for simply using Stamen rather than transferring, because you don't want to play the 5-3 fit if partner has a little bit of extra shape and a bad 3-card support for you. But in any event,
I agree with that. Yeah.
And that's particularly true of the 2 no trumps, where you almost always go back to 4 of the major when partner transfers and you have 3 trumps, because he doesn't have room to show his unbalanced minimum hands with 5 of the major, because everything is a slam try except for the transfer and offering 3 no trumps.
Yes, I agree with that too.
Here we're playing 3-0 on a club lead. Declare winning the king with the ace, cashing the hearts and diamonds, trying to score the 6 of club, trick 12, but South has correctly kept the club length, and Declare will be held to 11 tricks. Okay, so no score as yet. We're on to board 3. They haven't finished board 2 in the other room yet. East-west vulnerable on board 3, dealer south. 2 passes to north, who's opening a heart. Take out double from east, and some number of hearts by south, maybe a 2 no trumps limit raise, or I suppose some people might do more. I like no trumps myself. This looks like a defensive hand, not an offensive hand.
Correct. He has 2 defensive tricks.
It feels like north-south belong in 4 hearts. The ace of spades is wrong. The ace of diamonds is right. The only question is whether on a club lead you might misjudge the play. I don't think you should. I think you should simply take your 2 obvious finesses. By the way, notice that after a heart double 2 no trumps, West with 6-4 shape didn't take any part in the auction. A little surprising.
Yeah, even if they have unfavorable vulnerability, it should be safe 3 level.
You would have thought. And East has led a low club, and Declare has enough trumps that really running this lead round to the queen doesn't seem to accomplish anything. It does seem simpler just to play for one of the aces on side. There's no reason to risk going down if the king of clubs is wrong and one of the ace of diamonds or ace of spades is offside. The 18 broke on top in this segment with an overtrick imp on the second hand. They won the first half of this match 23-5, for those of you not following the first segment.
And as probably you know, the first match was almost equal to 8.
2 passes to north, who opens heart, double by east, 2 no trumps by south, trump raise. We haven't seen whether West will pass or act. West has actually chosen to bid 3 diamonds. And now I think North has a choice of either just bidding 4 hearts directly or what they did in the other room, which was to bid 3 spades. I'm not sure that I would have bothered to do that myself.
No, probably
of course,
the pass hand, so there will be no slam.
Yeah, right. But notice that if East leads a low diamond from ace and 1 against 4 hearts, they might win themselves the brilliancy prize. And I don't think Declare would get that right.
But it has to be followed with another brilliant lead. West will win the queen of diamond and return a small spade. Otherwise, on a 10 of spade lead, Declare can later establish a diamond pitch the first spade in the match.
Very clever. Yes, yes. If East-West were to do that, particularly given that the match is being played on computers, they probably have their licenses removed.
Yeah.
So, interestingly, North passed 3 diamonds, which was alerted and presumably explained as again 3 hearts to North would be weaker. for me, if I passed 3 diamonds in that auction, it would say I didn't have a 1-heart opener, but to each his own. South has rejected the game try, not unnaturally with king and 1 diamond. Doesn't look like a great holding. So now the question is whether North can find a 4-heart bid, and they have not done so. So this will be 6 imps to China. Anyway, back to board 4, where in our featured match, the Chinese South has overcalled 4 spades over a 1-heart opener, and that's getting passed back to East, who might consider reopening with a double.
But he has too little defense against the big contract and a vulnerable 5 level from partner.
Yeah. When partner is a passed hand, I think the logic behind reopening is rather reduced. If you change that club suit into ace queen 4th, I'd feel happier about doubling.
Or the singleton spade queen, the honor is in other suit.
Right. As we can see, if the defenders lead hearts against 4 spades doubled, declare rates to take 11 trips. In fact, West has bid 5 hearts over the double, and I wouldn't be surprised to see South pulling this contract and collecting wow, looks like North doubled 5 hearts.
Well, I think he has something, or he has an excitable partner who's likely to bid 5 spades if he doesn't, but somebody doubled it anyway.
Right. Okay, so how is Declarer going to do here? The answer, I think, is not very well. 1 spade and 3 diamonds and a heart to lose, so that's 800. If the defenders find an early club shift, Declarer is going to struggle to get out for 800. It's probably 1100 at this rate.
Yeah, they might get a rough and then get the king of hearts also. But if it does go for 800, it'll be what used to be known in my university days as a Granville sacrifice, because 4 spades doubled would have been 990, so 800 is cheap. Ferris played a club himself, and now he's going to lose his maybe tricks in a different order. Can they get everything? A dime to the ace, a club rough, and exit with what? Maybe. Oh, he's still got a spade he can get off play with. Yes, so it looks as though they might get an awful lot. Low dime to the ace, club roughed, jack of spades, and South will have lost the lot, but he's not doing any of that, so they rough this with a high trump though, so that we can actually pick up the jack of clubs. The Declarer may not do that. Well, he's done well, he has roughed high. Good play.
Now he's made cash ace of heart and king of club, just in case that layout is the actual.
Yeah, that's almost certainly the right way to go about it, but it's, well, not the world's most obvious. It'll be a good effort in a losing cause, but obviously 1100 he can't afford, so 800 is 4 imps away if they don't double 4 spades at the other table. Might even be a pickup if they do and West passes. But he's got to be careful. Well, that's the first bit. See the trumps might fall when he was losing
Indeed.
an awful lot of tricks if they were. It was 1400 be thinking about rather than 8 or 11. Well done. Well done indeed. Not easy
well
to
done,
keep your head when
Dave,
you're going for a
300
big,
points.
big penalty, but he's played with care and skill, has eased. Good effort.
Yeah, and particularly unfortunate in the other room, the contract was 1 spade when South overcalled 1 spade over 1 heart. So the Granville sacrifice simply meant that he lost only 12 imps instead of 14 on the board.
He didn't reopen over 1 spade at this table, and he reopened over 4 spades.
Yes.
Wow, that's difference in evaluation, I think is the way we put it. So, as you say, poor East, his efforts, careful though they were all in vain. He was, well, put it this way, once the opponent's bid 4 spades, he was going to lose a whole bundle anyway, so
exactly.
Holding it to 800 is going to save him 3 or 4 imps.
And his teammates would say, well, if you're going to go for 800 when all we were getting was 620, we were going to lose a bundle of imps, so basically it's nobody's fault.
Absolutely, yes, most important. No, nobody did anything too bad. Can't afford too many boards like that where you lose 14 imps when it was nobody's fault, but cut down on the recriminations.
So the date
anyway.
is maybe -10 for each pair.
Right.
Possibly. Possibly.
User in your channel timed out.
So the first segment of the match was 23-5 in favor of Ye. I think at the end of 4 boards, China will be leading 18-1 on this segment, and therefore have recovered the whole of that 17 imp.
On number 5, it looked like a 3-no trump for East-West. Maybe just 1-no trump, 3-no trump. declare will probably leave back a space to ensure the 9 strip. And in fact, he probably would take 10. For number 6, this looks like a 4 heart for north-south. At unfavorable vulnerability, east-west may not be higher than.
Could be a small swing in favor of north-south. Not sure that there's one in swing because North, and we understand that, didn't take the F of spade, and perhaps now Rigal takes all the remaining tricks. It's got already one trick, plus 4 diamonds is 5, plus 3 is 3 clubs is 8. No, definitely no South will gain 1 or 2 in. Remember, this is the only match where both teams are in the same town in Beijing, but they are not playing at a table. They are playing in box separate, and they can't see there is no table where they play. The other match will be played between Torino and Beijing, or Torino and Seattle, or Seattle and Beijing. The next match at 5 o'clock for 8 balls will be China versus BBO. And as everyone knows, Mr. Gates will play 16 balls late this afternoon or evening if you are in China, or morning if you are in Seattle.
Declare should be able to claim now for 11 tricks. Ball 7 could be the first slam we see today, and it's in fact a grand slam.
So well done, West, for not parts for takeouts. If he'd done that, he might have won into one of the great disappointments of his life. How many playing tricks did you have? Just the 12?
West Ham was really very awkward. He has all the high diamond, high spade.
No entry to dummy, yes.
His partner to have the queen of clubs.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there would be no entry. Even partner has the queen jack fifth spades or something like that.
Yes, you can imagine dummy going down with queen fourth, ace king fifth, three singleton, three small, and you can't even make 6 diamonds.
But still, that 6 diamond jump looks very timid to me.
I agree, but frankly, if you don't bid diamonds now, you might find partner bidding spades at the next turn, and that would be very embarrassing. The worst thing than defending 2 hearts doubled down 4 would be to put this dummy down in 6 spades and find partner going down a small slam while you can make 7 no. And do you think East could possibly think about bidding 7? I mean, I think he knows the ace of hearts is waste paper, but the queen of clubs must be very good.
Yes, obviously he was thinking. He hadn't passed yet.
Right. The longer they think, the more likely they are to bid, unless they're subscriber members to the theory of, I'm sorry, partner, I did think about it.
Also, East May took 3 hearts as a normal Michael showing spade and minor. That's why she jumped to 4 spades earlier round.
Yes.
Now the 6 diamond, is that the choice of slam or some weird asking bid? Or
now I suppose East could at least bid 6 hearts on the grounds that if partner bids 6 spades, you can reassess. If partner does anything else, well, that may help clarify the ambiguity. It certainly seems like you're worth 6 hearts, and partner will be.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
The last board was flat in 4 hearts, where the defenders had the chance for 2 diamond roughs, and in this room, South has not opened in the other room to the one we're watching. South did not open 2 hearts. So the bidding started strong club pass, positive in hearts, and now South won't have any reason to come in, and East-West will find it easy to bid to 7 diamonds, I think.
East is Sun Ming, long-time China's #1 female player, and has won 2 World Championships.
Yes. Originally in partnership with Huang.
Yes.
Do they still? Yeah, they still play together?
No, not really. Yeah. Because Hong still played for the national team. In Poland, she played for China in the mixed team. And Sun Ming, more or less, has abandoned the national team.
She is originally from China rather than Taiwan, presumably.
Oh, yes. Only and Sun Ming all from China. In the Ye team, only Mr. Ye and another SHIH is from Taiwan. All the girls are from China.
Yes. Right. And
so
Sun Ming did pass 6 diamonds. Yep.
In Poland,
West opened a strong club, and the diamonds, then clubs. Her partner showed a positive and bid hearts twice, and they're currently at 3 hearts. The issue is whether West, knowing that there's no entry to partner, outside the club suit has a scientific way to explore further. She's bid 4 diamonds. I'm sure her partner will want to make a constructive raise to 4 diamonds, but it's not clear exactly what that might be. If they bid 6 diamonds, partner would bid 7. It's hard to imagine what else she can do apart from bid 5 diamonds or 6 diamonds, but West is still there. She can make a grand slam try of 5 spades, and when partner bids 6 clubs, that might get you to 7 diamonds.
Yeah.
So this could definitely be a chance
one way
for
or
China.
other they will reach the grand.
Yep. Anyway, on to board 8, which is the last board of the segment. 2 club opening bid by North, natural, limited, 11 to 15 or so. 2 diamonds, artificial relay. North-South have a diamond loser, a club loser, and a heart loser. I guess 4 spades goes down on club roughs, but it's not hopeless. Any other game looks distinctly poor. And 7 diamonds is the final contract, as you predicted. West with an agricultural leap to 7 diamonds over 5 diamonds, and we have a new leader in the match.
Yeah.
So
Three clubs already show a minimum hand.
Right.
Yeah.
So North probably has an easy raise to 4 spades if that's the case. If partner
I think that's his only option.
Yeah. Did South have a different way to show a forcing hand with a spade suit at the first turn, like a jump to 3 spades, or would that have been some 2-suiter?
That would be invitational.
Right. Okay.
Jump to 3 level, 3 diamonds, 3 hearts, 3 spades will all be invitational.
Well, an ugly 3-no trump bid by North. I'm not sure I can see any justification for that call unless it agrees spades, and I don't believe it does.
Three clubs shows minimum. South can continue with the relay 3 diamonds, but he chooses to bid his own 5-card shoot.
Right. Does 3-no trumps have any chance to make? 5 spade tricks, 1 heart. No, it just looks hopeless, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's really a part score hand, I guess. in clubs is the easiest way to go plus. But that won't be enough to win the match for Ye.
No.
However, in the other room, the auction's gone precision 2 clubs, 2 heart overcall from East, 2 hearts from East, take out double from South, 4 hearts from West, pass round to South, who is going to double again, and that might end the auction.
And beat the
4 hearts has
tricks. 2 spade, a diamond, and a heart.
Does Declara have any work to do on top of that? You can imagine a diamond lead, the defenders might get a diamond rough. But the opening lead is a club, so Declara rates to rough 2 clubs and dummy and play hearts for 1 loser.
Then take the diamond finesse.
Yep. Patrick, do you happen to know, is the scoring a victory point on a round robin basis? Is that the way that the tournament, the scores will be calculated?
Yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
The inks will be converted into the victory points separately for each match.
Gotcha.
16 boards.
Right. So in 3-no trumps, the defenders lead a heart, and declarer can win the singleton king. That's the good news, and can play a club to, I guess, the king. East would probably be worried that declarer can run both the spades and diamonds. At trick 1, West played the 8 of hearts, which I guess is discouraging. Difficult.
In fact, tap the club ace to
yes,
see how Claire proceed. You may see a signal from partner.
Right. The alternative is to shift to a diamond on the grounds that partner, the declarer, can't have the ace of spades, the king, queen of clubs, and the ace of diamonds. If he had that hand, he would probably anyway have played on spades, not on clubs, for fear that the defenders would run the hearts.
And even a hard continuation would beat Trump at least one trick.
Good point. 4 hearts in the closed room doubled is going to go down 1. Declare a guess. The heart suit took his club roughs. The opponents didn't find the diamond rough, so that will be 100 in one room and either 50 or 100 in the other room. But overall, a small win for China, clawing back the 17 imps from the first half and leaving them with a small win.
The third match between BO and CCBA will start in about 55 minutes. According to the information we have, we'll probably see Bill Gates in action for 8 boards. Looks like down 2 here for 5 into Ye.
Yes.
Wow, declare abandon the chance to make.
Yeah,
by running
very
the
strange.
club.
Don't understand